Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa today inducted Boeing company supplied 4 out of 15 Chinook heavy lift helicopters into Indian Air Force. The advanced multi-mission CH-47Fi Chinook helicopter will boost unmatched strategic airlift capabilities of IAF across full spectrum of war against Pakistan and China. Both of India's adversaries are technologically blank in heavy lift helicopter category. China is struggling to build its own advanced heavy lift helicopter in collaboration with Russia to deploy its AH-4 ultralight artillery guns in Tibet. Induction of Chinook helicopters in IAF will be a strategic headache to China, as India now can rapidly deploy heavy assembled artillery guns Bofors and Dhanush in difficult Himalayan mountainous terrain facing People's Republic of China.
विक्की पीछे 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 सर विक्की
शांति 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 हे परमात्मा भगवान से मेरा प्रार्थना है कि ये नया हेलीकॉप्टर चिनूक हमारी भारतीय वायुसेना एवं हमारे राष्ट्र के लिए हर प्रकार से कल्याणकारी मंगलकारी एवं शुभ।
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين या इलाहुल आलमीन या अकरमुल अकरमीन। ये नए हेलीकॉप्टर जो हमारे देश के लिए मिले हैं, ए अल्लाह इसके अंदर खैर व बरकत नाजिल फरमा, हमारे मुल्क की हिफाजत फरमा, हमारे मुल्क के नौजवानों की हिफाजत फरमा। ए अल्लाह हम सबको मिलकर इस मुल्क की तरक्की के लिए खूब आगे बढ़ने की तौफीक नसीब फरमा, और हमारे बीएस चीफ जो हैं इनकी सरबराही में हमें खूब अच्छी तरीके से काम करने की तौफीक नसीब फरमा। अल्लाह खैर का मामला।
अपना करतापुर निरपाओ नरवैर आल मूल अजुनी से कांगुर प्रसाद रातिने अपने मारण हारा दुखां तस्करा ताको दिल न को लागे जाति प्रभ आगे अरदास सिख ओंकार ते सुन को सिमर के गुरु नानक ने ध्याए फिर अंदर गुरते अमरदास रामदास होए सहाय अर्जन हर गोबिंद नो सिमरो श्री हराय श्री कृष्ण जी ध्याजय इठिया सब डुब जाए एक बहादुर साहब सिमरिए कर नौ नद आवे ताए सब तई होना जी सहाय दसों पातशाह श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह जी महाराज सब तई होना जी सहाय दसों पातशाह आतु जो या राजू हाजरा हजूर सर्कला भरपूर धन धन साहिब श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब पाठ दर्शन सदारियां में ध्यान करके खालसा जी बोलना जी श्री वाहिगुरू। एक ग्रंथां नवाणियां दे मान सतगुरु निताणियां दे तान सतगुरु ने उठियां दी ओट ने आसरियां दी आसरे धन धन साहिब श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी महाराज आप जी के चरणों में सरबत महाराज सच्चे पातशाह एकत्र हुए अफसरबान सारा एयरफोर्स का स्टाफ वालों आप के चरणों में अरदास बेनती प्रार्थना जोड़नी है की है सतगुरु जी इंडियन एयरफोर्स दी जरूरतों के वास्ते शक्ति बढ़ाने वास्ते जो ये हेलीकॉप्टर भारत सरकार वालों दिते गए हैं, सतगुरु जी कृपा करनी सारे इंडियन एयरफोर्स के जहाज़ों से पायलटों से सफर करने वालों से सिर से मेहर भरिया हाथ रख के चढ़ती कला ना सतगुरु जी देश धर्म कौम की सेवा करते बल बख्श करना सही गुरु प्यारे मेर जिन्हें मतलब पवित्र नाम सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरू चितावे अरे सो तेरे शरण परे सो तेरे गुरु नानक नाम चढ़ती कला तेरे भाने सर्वत दा भला। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
सर्वशक्तिमान परमेश्वर, आज के इस शुभ घड़ी के लिए हम तेरा बहुत धन्यवाद देते हैं कि हमारे देश की सुरक्षा और हमारे देश की शान और सारे मानवता की भलाई के लिए, जबकि आज सभी तेरे सामने हैं और नया हेलीकॉप्टर चिनूक हमारे देश की एयरफोर्स में शामिल किया जाता है, हम प्रार्थना करते हैं प्रभु कि हमारे
Hello and welcome. My name is Shailesh Kumar and you're watching National Defense. India has a geographical strategic advantage along a major portion of its northern border with China. But India lacks border road infrastructure owing to a very difficult mountainous terrain. So deployment of heavy artillery guns at border facing Tibet has always been a challenge. But now on, India fairly has overcome such challenges with the induction of Chinook advanced heavy lift helicopter. The induction of Chinook helicopters will boost India's capabilities for rapid troop mobilization in higher altitude along the line of control. Chinook can land on small helipads and narrow valleys. In a war situation, artillery guns deployed by Chinook at high altitude will prove deadly for People's Liberation Army defending Tibet. Moreover, induction of Chinook is expected to boost infrastructure development along China border, given the Chinook's capability to ferry heavy cargo like road construction equipment over difficult terrain.
As he has just been covered, the Chinook helicopter, named after one of the most courageous, spirited and dignified Native American Indian tribes. True to the name of the tribe, the aircraft outperforms in its mobility, agility, flexibility and endurance. Our country faces a multitude of security challenges which require vertical lift capability across a very diversified terrain. IAF operates from bases which are from sea level to very high altitude advanced landing grounds. The helicopter will give the Indian Air Force a quantum leap in terms of capability to transport cargo to precarious high altitude locations. The aircraft is one of its best in its category. Even though the Indian Air Force has been operating medium lift helicopters in the form of the Mi-17 and the heavy lift helicopters in the form of Mi-26, the Chinook with the service ceiling for 20,000 feet will redefine heli lift not just in operations such as inter-valley troop transportation, transport of artillery guns and other heavy loads for the border roads organization in the undersung role, but also in humanitarian assistance and disaster relief to far-flung crisis hit areas. The aircraft is all-weather capable and the state-of-the-art night vision goggles will permit all roles even by night. We have procured the Chinook with certain India-specific enhancements to increase the flexibility of the platform across the entire spectrum of heli lift operations, including search and rescue and air ambulance roles. Thus, this helicopter is not only with the Air Force for the military role, it's a national asset. The hallmark of the IAF is its professionalism and the existing experience of aircrew in operating medium and heavy lift aircraft. I am confident with this will rapidly operationalize the aircraft in its envisaged roles to fully exploit the potential of this very capable platforms that will be a game changer in our heli operations. I compliment Boeing on having met the laid down timelines and I am sanguine that they will continue to provide support to the IAF as we operationalize the fleet. We have had a very good experience with them on the C-17 fleet. I would also like to wish the Indian Air Force team fair weather, happy landings in all their operations. Thank you and Jai Hind.
The CH-47F India is an advanced multi-mission helicopter for the US Army and International Defense Forces. It contains a fully integrated digital cockpit management system, common aviation architecture and advanced cargo handling capabilities that enhances the aircraft's mission performance and handling characteristics. Let's have a look of Chinook helicopter from inside. Chinook heavy lift helicopter can operate in all weather, day or night in most difficult terrain, all because of its fully integrated digital cockpit management system. The common aviation architecture and advanced cargo handling capability makes it most suited force multiplier. Chinook helicopter is in use by US Army, US Army Reserve, National Guard and by armed forces of more than 19 countries including Canada, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Japan, Italy, Greece, Spain, South Korea, Australia and the United Arab Emirates.
देखिए ये हेलीकॉप्टर बहुत बेनिफिशियल रहेगा। जैसे आप सब जानते हैं कि ये चिनूक हेलीकॉप्टर की जो मैक्स ट्रूप कैपेबिलिटी है वो 54 है। तो मैं 54 लोगों को एक साथ एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जा सकता हूँ। अगर सैनिकों को, सोल्जर्स को कहीं ड्रॉप करना है, ले जाके कहीं छोड़ना है तो 54 ट्रूप्स इसमें साथ में जा सकते हैं। रही बात पेशेंट्स की या फिर ह्यूमैनिटेरियन एड, डिज़ास्टर रिलीफ मिशन होते हैं, रही बात उनकी, तो इसमें 24 स्ट्रेचर तक हम एक साथ लगा सकते हैं। तो 24 स्ट्रेचर मतलब 24 पेशेंट्स को हम एक साथ इवैक्यूएट कर सकते हैं। तो इसीलिए ये एयरक्राफ्ट काफ़ी अच्छा है। अब हम आते हैं जैसे BRO के टास्क होते हैं, कहीं कोई JCB या कोई डोज़र कोई बड़ी चीज़ ले जानी है जो कि अंदर फिट नहीं आ सकती, तो वैसी कोई चीज़ हम नीचे 3 हुक्स की मदद से टांग के ले जा सकते हैं और इसीलिए उनको कहीं भी पोजीशन कर सकते हैं। काफ़ी हैवी लिफ्ट कैपेबिलिटीज़ हैं इसकी, 10.5 से 11 टन का सामान हम एक जगह से दूसरी जगह रख सकते हैं। तो ये काफ़ी यूज़फुल हेलीकॉप्टर है हमारे।
The Chinook is a truly advanced, multi-role helicopter that will provide the Indian Air Force with unmatched strategic airlift capability across the full spectrum of combat and humanitarian missions. It's in use by the United States and 19 other countries, transporting troops, artillery equipment, and fuel. It's a symbol of strength and capability, as much as it's a marvel of engineering and the latest technology. And I'm proud to highlight that some of its major parts, including the crown, the tail cone, the ramp, and the aft pylon, all of those assemblies are made in India, not only for India, but for Boeing customers around the world.
Indian Air Force's 126 helicopter unit currently operates 3 Russian origin Mi-26 heavy lift helicopter. Amid the low number of advanced heavy lift helicopter, the Ministry of Defense had finalized its order with Boeing for production, training and support of 15 CH-47F India Chinook helicopters in September 2015 at a cost of $1.5 billion. The first delivery is ahead of schedule and Boeing company in a press release said that the other CH-47Fi will continue to be delivered as per schedule. Here is the timeline of Chinook induction. Indian Air Force currently operates 3 Russian Mi-26 heavy lift helicopter. The twin-engine turboshaft military heavy lift helicopter of Russian origin has a carrying capacity of 70 combat-equipped troops or 20,000 kg payload. It has a max speed of 295 km per hour. To enhance the IAF's strategic reach, MOD placed order in September 2015. The CH-47Fi Chinook for the Indian Air Force completed successful first flights in July 2018. The first batch of Indian Air Force crew began their training to fly their Chinook in the US in October 2018. The CH-47Fi Chinooks arrived at the Mundra port in Gujarat in February this year ahead of delivery schedule.
We trained for a total of 3 months. The first month was 4 weeks was ground training, where we basically we went through lectures. We were told about the basic systems and how the aircraft flies. For the next 2 months, we had to undergo flying training, in which we were trained by the US ex-army pilots who had already flown in Iraq and Afghanistan. And it was a great experience learning from them because they shared their experience and actual values to learn how this aircraft flies. 4 already हमारे पास आ चुके हैं, टोटल 15 हमारे पास आएंगे और 1 साल के अंदर पूरे के पूरे 15 हमारे पास होंगे.
The induction of Chinook will bolster the Indo-US strategic relationship at a time when India's old friend is moving away to China to counter India's planned Chinook induction. China recently had signed a deal with Russia to co-develop its own indigenous advanced heavy lift helicopter. In future, this may pose a huge challenge to India. According to defense and HAL sources, India currently has no plan in pipeline to develop its own indigenous advanced heavy lift helicopter. Chinook induction makes Indian Armed Forces more lethal, both in defense and offensive operations, particularly in dealing with China, which does not has an advanced heavy lift helicopter. With Chinook induction, strategic tilt is in India's favor, but China wants to counter this imbalance to switch strategic tilt in its favor. Recently, China has signed a deal with Russia to co-develop and manufacture a total of 200 AHL helicopters at a total cost of $20 billion. This collaboration plan is expected to fill in China's technological blank in the development of heavy lift helicopters. China has a 5,000 kilowatt engine under development, but even 3 such engines would not provide enough power to reach 19,000 feet. The proposed new helicopter may have a lift capacity between the payload capacity of Mi-17 and Mi-26. The helicopter will have a maximum takeoff weight of 38 tons and carrying capacity of 10 tons internally or 15 tons externally. On the other hand, the Chinook CH-47Fi can fly at a speed of over 175 mph or 282 km/h with a payload of more than 22,000 pounds or 10 tons.
Gives us a tremendous capability, primarily in the inter-valley troop transfer. You must remember, in inter-valley troop transfer, what is very important is ability to operate from high altitudes, to take acclimatized troops from one valley into another valley. So they can, in case you are surprised in some other valley, that the acclimatized troops to be taken up. If you take an unacclimatized person, he has to get acclimatized and then only he can go into battle. Here we can take acclimatized troops. So what is important is to carry a large number of people. And second thing that is very important is to operate from very high altitudes. And this helicopter does both. In addition, you have seen, like we saw after the floods that took place in Uttarakhand and other hilly areas, that there are a lot of requirement to lift heavy loads, especially reconstruction equipment, so that we can open up the roads and the communication can be re-established. Either you work slowly up from one direction, or you lift heavy equipment and put it on the other side, and you can attack it from both directions. You can open up the road communication. So this helicopter also helps us in carrying, because it has got a good underslung capability. Large ungainly loads can be carried. And second, again we said that it can do all this, especially the military operations part of it, not only during day, it can also be done at night, which is again gives you a 24/7 battle capability, which for this kind of operation was not there with the Indian Air Force earlier. So I am sure in the rotary wing fleet, the induction of the Chinook will be kind of a game changer, the way the Rafale is going to be in the fighter fleet. Thank you.
All the 15 would be stationed here or?
No. Another one more unit will be created for the east in Dinjan.
जब पाकिस्तान की एयरफोर्स चीफ ने अभी कहा है पाकिस्तान नेशनल डे पे कि हाल के दिनों में जो हमारी
पाकिस्तान के एयरफोर्स चीफ रेयर कॉकपिट से फ्लाई कर रहे थे, जरा देखो कहाँ पे फ्लाई कर रहे थे.
The heavy lift helicopter can enhance transport capacity in the front line. Such a helicopter is capable of transporting soldiers of a whole company in assault warfare. It can play a crucial role in transoceanic operations. Heavy lift helicopters can also play an important role in civil use. China has been trying hard to develop heavy lift capabilities in view of challenges it faces in Tibet and with Taiwan. And it is a win-win situation for China and Russia, as China will get the technology from Russia and Russia will enjoy Chinese renminbi. China in 2015 conducted high-altitude tests of its indigenously produced Z-18A chopper in Tibet, where it reached a record altitude of 9,000 meters. The new helicopter too would be capable of good high-altitude performance. The Z-18A has a load capacity of 5 tons, which might not be sufficient to carry the AH-4 ultralight artillery in the fully assembled form. Here is where the uniqueness of AHL might prove highly useful. The only region where such high altitude capability is required is in the Tibet plateau bordering India. The AHL would be capable of transporting heavy equipment like armored vehicles and artillery to high altitude areas. The other military requirement would obviously be for a Taiwan contingency. The present plan, as believed, would be for transporting troops and armored vehicles across the strait by using watercrafts especially designed for such a role. Taiwan has prepared for such an event by deploying missiles on its coast to try and slow down a Chinese invasion. With the availability of heavy lift helicopters in large numbers, China could quickly transport troops and equipment across the strait. One of the primary objectives of the PLA would be to take control of the island as quickly as possible before any external power. While induction of Chinook CH-47FI is a giant leap in India's strategic and defense capabilities, but co-development and manufacturing of 200 AHL units by China and Russia is a worrisome point, especially when India has yet not conceived the development of its own indigenous advanced heavy lift helicopter. National defense is bringing this technological gap in focus, and this issue should be addressed by Government of India on priority. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share and do subscribe. You may write your feedback in the comment box of the video. Thank you for watching National Defense. Stay fit, stay healthy and stay tuned to National Defense. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.